I'm back in front of the camera. Hey, how are you all? I hope you're doing great. I know it's been a while, so please forgive me. It's so cringy. So in this video, I want to give you a heads up on what is going on with my makeup collection, especially my eyeshadow basket 2020. I did my last update like last January or February, I think. And it's been a while. I already changed the eyeshadows that I chose to pan. I've been trying to pan my eyeshadows as quickly as I can. And by the end of the year, I wanted to have as few eyeshadow palettes as possible. If you've been following me, I did a series of decluttering videos about, minimizing my stuff in my closet. And I got rid of a lot of stuff. So I thought I wanted to give you a peek of what I am doing right now with my makeup collection. I just want to concentrate on the eyeshadows that I chose to pan until the end of this year. My personal palette, the Kquinze palette that I always use. This is where I, put all eyeshadows that I chose to pan. Right now, I don't have any desire or any plans to, buy a new makeup palette. This will be my go-to palette until the end of this year. And it's really nice because I still have my neutrals, I still have my colors, so it's not a bad combination. The Lorac Pro palettes, these are the oldest eyeshadows that I have in here, so I really need to finish those. Well, if I can finish them, of course, at least hit pan. This one is pretty recent. It's not that old, the Urban Decay eyeshadows. And then the Kquinze Cosmetics eyeshadows are not really that old. Nabla and Makeup Geek are kind of new. I also want to mention my NARS Pro palette. There was a time when I started to put my eyeshadows in here. I tried to incorporate everything here in this large palette. But because I decluttered a lot of eyeshadow pans, and so they became very, very few. So I don't want to reach for a large palette that, has very little eyeshadows in there. So I changed my mind and I went back to my personal palette. And then of course, I still have my Natasha Denona Mini Sunset palette. Of course, this will remain. I can still keep this until 2021. I don't really mind. This one is the Viseart Petite Pro. This one I love so much. This is also quite a bit old, but I really love these eyeshadows. I love this for travel as well. This is a very cute and small palette that you can throw into your purse, and the colors are also very neutral. I don't mind keeping this palette until 2021. And then I also have the Marc Jacobs palette. This is the Style Icon number 3, the Rebel. This is also something that I always bring with me during my travels. It's very cute, very compact. And I have a multiple purpose because this one I can also use as a face highlighter, this one as a blush, this one I can also use as an eyeliner. For me, it's just a multi-purpose palette, so of course I'm gonna keep this no matter what. And then I still have the Urban Decay Moon Dust palette. This is a gorgeous glitter palette. This also is kind of old, but I'm still gonna keep it. It's just amazing. I'm not a glitter person. I don't wear glitters. I keep this palette as a makeup artist. Always use this for doing other people's faces. This one is the Viseart Bridal Satin palette. I thought about it a lot. At first, I really want to use this up and declutter it, but oh my gosh, this is expensive as hell. And also, the colors are actually beautiful. This is also a palette that I purchased for doing other people's faces. It's a really special palette, so I'll just hold on to it. And then I have this MAC palette. Again, this is a palette that I purchased for doing other people's faces. This is MAC. I think this is special. I don't really mind holding on to them. This one actually is a single eyeshadow, but I depotted it from the original packaging and I put it here because it has the same size. And the other 5 are just, you know, singles. This is also customizable. They have a lot of other sizes. I picked this one up because this is actually perfect. You have a lot of eyeshadows that you can put in here. This one is the only eyeshadow that is left from the Kquinze The Alchemist palette. I can actually use this for the eyes and for the cheeks as well as a highlight. It has the same size as the other MAC eyeshadow pans, so I put it in here. The other 3 I've already hit pan on, so I am ready to get rid of them. I don't really need to hold on to them. This one I really wanted to include it here in my eyeshadow basket. There is no space anymore. So for now, I'll just keep it here in this MAC palette. Okay, so those are the palettes that I am keeping and that I practically own right now. I don't have really that much. In this second part, I'm gonna show you all the other eyeshadow pans that I am ready to declutter. You will see these again in my big makeup empties and declutter video. I wanted to do like a roundup of all the in this palettes of Forever magnetic palette. I kept the eyeshadows from the color workshop. There are 12 eyeshadows in that one palette, but because I have 2 palettes, so I have doubles in here. Okay, I will need to be careful because these are not magnetic pans, so they can fall off. Some of them I hit pan, especially the first 4, and then the other ones I just try to use them like a couple of times. I think I'll just have to declutter them. And then I have 2 Kquinze Cosmetics palette where I kept all of the other Color Workshop eyeshadows that I depotted from the Big Suitcase palette. So I tried to use the eyeshadows in combination with the other ones. Like on the first day, I used these 7 shadows all together, and then the 8 shades, and then the 8 shades again, and then the 6 shades, then the 5 shades all together, and then the 6 shades. I tried to use them just to be able to dip my brush in them, but I am not willing to like go on and continue using them. I really don't like the pigmentation. They are not long wearing, so I just need to move on. I don't want to hang on to these. And I also hit pan on these 3 eyeshadows right here on the left. This one is the pan from the Kquinze Alchemist palette. This is gorgeous. I still think it is beautiful, but since I already hit pan, I don't think I want to keep that. This brown shade right here is from the Lorac Pro palette. I just want to get rid of that because I have a huge pan at the center. And then this other darker brown shade is from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. That one I also hit pan, so I just need to move on. This is the other Kquinze Cosmetics magnetic palette. These are all the other pans that I combined in one look. Like I used this 5 all together, this 4 all together, this 5 shades, and then this 6 shades right here, and then the 6 shades right there. I'm just gonna get rid of all of them. I enjoyed a lot in, you know, combining the colors, like whatever my mood is, you know, and some of them I combined with the neutrals, with some browns, and so I was able to create a look. And then I also recently just decluttered this 4 right here, again from the Modern Renaissance palette. I'm just tired of this palette. I gave myself time last year to be able to pan and finish up some of the other eyeshadows from that palette, and I did succeed. I think I finished a couple, and the rest I hit pan on. These are the only ones that remained intact. I used them less out of all the shades in that palette. This one, as you can see, it's starting to form like a hard substance in there. I am afraid that is mold. I don't know, so I don't want to put that in my eyelid anymore. While the orange one, I almost hit pan on that. I really have a dip in there. Also on this pink one right here. The red shade, I really didn't use that a lot. Here on the left side, these three shadows are from the Flormar palette. These are the first eyeshadows that I decluttered last January. These three are single eyeshadows from the Color Workshop. I hit pan on this shimmer shade, so of course I got rid of that. And then this two, the peach one, I reached for a lot and I had a good dip in there, although I didn't hit pan. And also on the black shade, I had a very good dip in there as well. And then this 5 at the bottom, these two are also from the Flormar palette that I changed last February, and the 3 single eyeshadows from the Color Workshop that I changed in the month of February as well. So I kind of like arranged them by parts where I decluttered the first set first, and then the next month I changed them and decluttered them again. And that is where I'm at right now. I am ready to get rid of these 3 right here and the rest, so that is it. I also wanted to do a tutorial using my new eyeshadow basket 2020, but I've been talking since this morning, so I think that would be for another video. I didn't even put makeup on because I wanted to do my makeup on camera, you know. I just put on a little bit of lipstick, but I got nothing on. You see all of my blemishes, although my eyebrows are not that great as well. I am always conscious about my eyebrows. Thank you so much for being here with me, for taking your time watching this video. If you are new here, please subscribe, please like, comment. I will really appreciate it. I will see you again next time. Thank you so much for watching. Ciao! Something fell off. I knew that an eyeshadow fell off from the palette. That shadow pan was here. Because they are not magnetic.